Every square inch of dirt in this country is in a watershed. A creek or river going through a watershed really is a focal point for a huge amount of acres around it. It can be viewed as a metric for the quality of the managing of the environment around it, in particular farming. And the Big Pine, I gather, because it's such a uniquely beautiful watershed here in western Indiana with the Big Pine Creek flowing through it, has a lot of value to us as humans. That should be a place where we could combine smart farming practices with smart environmental practices and make both of these things work together.
We are in the bottom of the Big Pine watershed. Very important watershed. And the things that we're doing here are putting clean water back into Pine Creek. And that's what we have to do. We have to stop putting topsoil into our creeks, and we've got to be preserving what God gave us. We're not making any more of it. We have to be so careful with how we treat this land, and this type of farming is going to preserve that precious resource.
What's this farm going to be like for somebody 50 years from now, 100 years from now? And I think if you think about that, I think you're going to farm it differently.
We need to get back and farm with a symbiotic relationship with Mother Nature. And we're going to let her tell us what we need to do.
Anyone and everyone can have an impact. You know, there's so many things that affect that water quality. And I think we're all in this together, and we need to all understand what our footprint does so that we can continue for future generations.